welcome to our look at the upcoming week of October 12th in the binary options markets. You can see I have the economic calendar in front of you. And the first thing that I would say is the 12th itself, Monday, really very quiet session, almost nothing coming out. Retail sales, minor blip on the radar, if you will, for the FTSE. CPI, probably the same thing on Tuesday. As we continue the rest of Tuesday, we have a lot of mid-level announcements coming out of the United Kingdom. So having said that, really what you need to do is look at it from an aggregate point of view. If they're all fairly good, then that should be good for the FTSE. If they're all really bad, then obviously it'll be bad for the FTSE. Probably not a huge mover of the pound, but could have a little bit of an effect. We have ZEW coming out of Germany the same day. That's basically business confidence. That can move the DAX. As we drift into the 14th, more UK numbers. These are employment numbers, and that, of course, will have a little bit more of effect. Typically, we would look at the pound and, of course, the FTSE for both of those. We have industrial production year over year coming out on Wednesday as well out of the EU. That could be a mover of the euro itself. The Americans finally come back into the picture. Later on the 14th, they get PPI and retail sales. Those are big numbers for the stock markets. The Fed's beige book, probably not a big deal this particular time. The Australians on Thursday start off with employment and employment change, and that, of course, will move the Australian dollar. Thursday continues with quite a bit in the way of U.S. numbers. We have CPI, initial jobless claims. These all are stock market-related events. We do have the oil stocks change number on Thursday as well. That is obviously an oil-related number. As we drift into Friday, we've got price index, wholesale price index coming out of Germany. That can move the DAX, probably not a big mover though. And then as we continue the rest of the day, it really kind of becomes about CPI out of the EU. That'll move all European indices. And really at that point in time, we have industrial production coming out of the U.S. and Michigan consumer sentiment. That's kind of a strange number. Sometimes it's very important, sometimes not. Probably not a big deal right now unless it misses horribly. So expect Friday to kind of be a fairly quiet session once we get past Europe. One thing that we did see was the Canadian dollar fell really hard during the course of the week. 128 is a significant support level though, so we'll have to see if the buyers come back in that area. If they do, then we would be anticipating a bounce call buying opportunity, but this has been pretty brutal over the last couple of weeks. The NASDAQ looks like it's really trying to build up enough pressure to continue going higher. We'll have to wait and see. But really, at this point in time, 4,400 probably holds the key above there. Then the NAS starts heading towards 4,600. The CAC looks fairly healthy. A slew of economic announcements coming out of Europe this week could move slightly, just enough to throw us over the resistance. 4,800, of course, is going to be important. But once we break above there, we should kind of grind our way towards 5,000. With that, we've taken a look at the upcoming week of October 12th in the binary options markets.